This is the talk of Music City Real Estate.
Welcome back to another episode of the Talk of Music City Real Estate,
where we educate and motivate all things real estate.
My name is Monty Moore with Realty One Group Music City.
Hey, and I'm Carey Ann with CMG Financial and my mortgage team.
Every week we'll be posting a new episode chock full of Nashville real estate value.
Yes, and you can follow along and subscribe at talkmusiccity.com.
Got a question for us? Ask away at questions@talkmusiccity.com. Carey Ann,
Monty,
good to see you.
So good to see you.
I'm excited about today's guest because can you imagine in the list of things that people dread? I mean, there's
Yes.
talking in public, there's death, there's moving. I think is probably right in the top 4 or 5.
I'm not kidding you.
Like
I don't think I'll ever move again because it was so horrible.
I hate moving. I moved about 6 months ago. I hate moving. Well, we have somebody here with us today that is got a concierge service to help everybody move. And Sara Weedman, we're so glad that you could join us from Make Your Move Nashville or Make Your Move. Tell us tell real quickly, and then we're gonna switch over to talk about our sponsor.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for having me. Sara Weedman with Make Your Move. We are a local moving concierge service, and we will make your move the easiest move ever.
To a point where she and I met like all of 5 minutes ago, and I'm thinking about moving because I'm like, if she can make my life that.
I'm just wondering how do you put move and easy in the same sentence?
By meeting Sara.
There was a disconnect.
By meeting Sara. We're going to be besties
find out
here.
more. We're going to find out more here in a minute.
But we want to take a moment and just thank our amazing sponsor, Music City Removal. They're the #1 junk removal service in Nashville. From residential, commercial, and construction, they're experts in ridding you of junk. Their costs include labor and dumping fees without any hidden or added expenses. So whether you need a full clean out or just one item removed, they have you covered.
The Music City Removal team knows the importance of respect and trust while in someone else's home. They understand the inconvenience of junk left behind by previous homeowners and tenants and are determined to provide an affordable and customer-focused junk removal service that puts you first. For a free on-site estimate, just go to musiccityremoval.com. That's musiccityremoval.com.
Yes, Music City Removal, because clutter ain't cute. And Nor is moving sometimes, but now with our new friend.
Moving sucks, I thought. That's
Sara.
the last time that I checked. It sucked,
Well, my partner Sean right now is moving,
yes,
and
I talked to him
he's just been so chipper this whole week. He's just been loving life, Moving is difficult,
Right.
And he said, "Are you going to help me move?" And I said, "Well, if you asked me sooner, I would find you a mover. Do you need lunch? I'm not helping you move. Like that's not going to do it. But I'll support you all the way."
To me, that's like the ultimate test to see if anybody really loves you is to see who shows up on moving day.
Right.
Then soon by the time it's over with, who used to love you probably. But Sara,
you help with all that, right? Like you really put it all together.
We literally do anything that you don't want to do when it comes to your move.
Like
Amazing.
everything?
Everything.
Packing.
We offer a white glove packing service. We will coordinate all of your donations. So if you have furniture that won't fit in your new house or anything that you just don't want anymore,
Okay.
we find an appropriate home for that. We work with nonprofits all over the area to make sure that your items go to a place that will actually use them and to people who need them. We help with space planning services. So if you're not sure, if you're downsizing from your 4-bedroom home to your new 2-bedroom assisted living condo, you aren't sure if your couch will fit.
Right.
We will we'll walk through the floor plan with you. If you need a new couch, we can put you in touch with somebody who can help you find that. We do all of the unpacking. When you move in, when you show up and we have finished your unpack, your home is dinner party ready. It is not.
I'm sorry, but you lost me there in that part.
Dinner party ready.
Yes.
This is what I'm talking about.
That's what I'm talking about. When she said that first time.
3 days.
Yeah, exactly.
Moving.
Yes.
So that's awesome to hear.
For as many people out there that takes them months to get unpacked.
I actually had a woman.
That's got to be hard to believe.
Yes. She contacted me a few days ago. She moved in 6 months ago. She has 3 bedrooms that are still full of boxes, and she wanted to know if we can just come and unpack them for her.
Wow.
So I have a consult set up with her to discuss what we're going to do with all of it.
I mean, I get that. I mean, if life takes over and, stuff in that box isn't as important as the other 17,000 other things we've got to do. So I get that. And so that makes a lot more sense. And we are very ambitious. We think we can do it all. Like, I do think I'll eventually get to those boxes, that I'll unpack. So you're right.
And even with the move, everybody thinks I'm going to get started a couple weeks early and I have all the time in the world, and your kids make their sports playoffs or something comes up at work and you've got early meetings every morning for a week and you get home and the last thing you want to do is pack your kitchen. And it's totally understandable.
Sure.
And so those things that life gets in the way of and that you don't have time for, I think if we've learned anything over the last couple of years, if you can find somebody to do something that you don't want to do,
right,
that is such a blessing.
Sure, for sure. And so initially I thought she was reading my mind, knowing exactly where things go. I mean, kitchen goes in kitchen, right? There's a little bit of an explanation there. But getting your house completely dinner ready, like you referenced, you and I would do a walkthrough.
Dinner party ready.
Dinner party ready.
We're not just talking about,
which means the napkins are folded.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
And the champagne is already popped. It's glorious. But you're stating that we would walk through the new house and kind of talk through the stuff, and you would make notes knowing what I was transitioning from one house to another. So you would not just be putting something in the corner over here without talking to me, or you would get permission for me to say, do you?
Exactly.
Right.
I've had clients who don't care where anything in their kitchen goes because they don't cook. And so it doesn't matter if they can't find their
Carey
silverware
Ann's
for a
chef,
month.
so everything has to be in its perfect place.
No. I just have a kitchen because it's supposed to be in a house.
So, but yes, we can do it one of two ways. If you don't care where it goes, you just give us permission to go in and set it up, and we hang the pictures and we'll talk through those kinds of things. Otherwise, we'll do a walkthrough. And you can tell me you want your silverware here. We can sort of talk through what makes sense for the way you live your life. If you need, a coffee station, we can set that up. If that is not something that you need, we will move on and find something else to utilize that space for.
I love it. So let's say my house now does have space for a coffee station. We'll use that as an example.
Sure.
But I don't have all the supplies for a coffee station. If we would talk about that, do you actually assist with coordinating that as well? Like you would go to get supplies to make what we want to come to life?
Absolutely. If you want to, if you wanted to designate an area like that, I have several handyman men that we work with so that they can get any electrical that would need to be run, water for coffee, those kinds of things. And then if you need, you want to upgrade your coffee maker, then we can talk through what it is that you're looking for, and I'll send you some options, and we can pick a new coffee maker for you.
Perfect. I love that. That's really good.
So, Sarah, I'm sure people are wondering, okay, this has got to be super expensive. I mean, obviously, one key doesn't, fit all. So how do you determine that? Is it an hourly situation, or are you coming in giving kind of a ballpark within some parameters, or how does that work?
So we do it one of two ways. We have an hourly rate. One person is $65 an hour. We have team of 3 is $175 an hour. And then from there, it's $55 an hour per additional person.
Is that coming and going?
Yes.
Okay.
But the most common way that we do it is we come in, we offer a free consultation, and we'll walk through your house with you. We'll make a list of everything that you have that will be being moved to your new house. We'll do sort of an estimate on a box count just based on the goods that you have that will be moving to your new location, and offer a flat rate. And so that will include any of the services that you want us to do for you. And they're totally customizable. If you just want us to pack you, that's totally fine. Nothing is dependent and nothing changes on what you want or need.
Love that. Yeah, that's great.
Yeah, that's pretty incredible, really. I mean, where have you been all of our lives? Is what I don't know.
It's funny. This is a concept that exists here in Nashville, but I have found that there are realtors who don't know that it exists. And so I was so excited when you called, because even if you don't want to use us, I want people to know that there are people who will do this for you, and they will make your life so much easier. Sort of to your point earlier, moving is the third most stressful experience.
Is it the third?
It's the third.
I was just guessing.
I think it's divorce, death, moving.
Yeah. So the other part is coordinating, like coordinating travel, coordinating moving, as in with the truck, right? And things like that. So if you and I have a conversation, do you have referrals to, you know, a trusted moving company? Because again, my fear is, you know, just I don't always want the cheapest, and I don't want this one, and not maybe that one doesn't have the best, you know, reviews. I want somebody who's not going to break my furniture, you know, type of thing. So your suggestion on that?
We do. We have 4 companies that we initially get estimates for all of our clients for, and then if there's anyone that our clients prefer to work with, we are happy to coordinate that for them. Some people come to us after they already have movers and they realize they didn't give themselves enough time to pack. And so they call us and say, we already have all of this done, but we need you for this. And so whether you coordinate that yourself or want us to handle that, we have plenty of people that we can call.
Perfect. I love that. That's really important.
Yeah, it's amazing to me. So are you on a staff basis that is like flexible based on workload? I mean, I don't understand how you can. I mean, there's such a variation, of needs and of situations. I mean, Connie and I just moved out of a 6,000 square foot home into a 3,000 square foot home. We put everything in the basement we didn't want, thinking we were going to have a estate sale, and then the people came in and said, "Well, we'll just give you this," and we said, "Okay, we'll avoid that and give it a lot of it away," and so forth. You know, but there's just so many variations. I don't know how you can. Know what you're walking into. I guess you finally eventually get a good feel as to what you're expecting here.
Of course. I have a team of 5 other women. We're an all-female team. I find that people appreciate that in packing, just because it's not your typical traditional moving company that your big burly movers are coming in to put all of your stuff in a box.
With whatever they're called,
college junk. No, it's not just people throwing stuff into a box to get it from point A to point B. We understand sort of the sentimentality that's attached to your wedding china and your
I love that,
grandmother's depression glass and those kinds of things, all your collectibles. And so I find that it really puts people at ease that it's women coming in and really taking care of what we're packing for you. We will absolutely take men to come and handle the heavy stuff that we need to move around the house. So if anybody wants to join our team, give me a call. So yes, we have 5 women currently, and so based on the size of your house, for your house, we would have wanted all 6 of us to be there. If it's an independent living situation where they're just moving from a 2-bedroom to a 1-bedroom, 2 of us can come in and knock that out. So it's very much based on
square footage and amount of units or goods they have.
I've got to believe that in today's world that this has got to be a popular option. I mean, I can't imagine how many people would say, "Hey, you know what? Here's the keys. We're moving over there. Let me know when you're done," kind of thing. It seems like the way people are buying houses and paying so much for them, more than anybody ever imagined. It looks like if they're willing to do that, I mean, we got $250,000 more than we were asking for our house. It seems like somebody would just go ahead and pay $5,000 or whatever the number. What is an average number? Can you even throw that out?
So I would say our average home is around 3,000 square feet. Our average move to this point has been, and she did have a lot of collectibles, but I think her pack, move management, and unpack was around $5,750. So it is a luxury service that doesn't necessarily have that luxury price tag attached to it.
Yeah, and I think
But it's one of the-
I would want that. I think I didn't know
me
it
too.
even existed,
Me
and
too.
or who do you call? And that's the reason why you're with us today. To
Yeah.
get the word out and to share. A lot of our audience again are real estate agents, and we're looking for value adds, right? And so when you continue to stuff all the tools and value adds in your pockets for buyers and or sellers, right? I mean, again, this can go for either or, right? And you can definitely team up. Again, what makes you shine than another if everybody is selling real estate today,
It's your
right?
resources,
Exactly.
I think. It's
yeah.
your vendors that you surround yourself with. It's your experts. That's what you're all about. That's what your connections. I mean, I think that's, to me, I think it's a service that's been long overdue. So I'm really, really glad to know about it now. I wish I'd known about it 6 months ago.
Yeah, I mean, I think if I was a real estate agent meeting, you to sell your house, just like she said, she already has this person connected. Like to know that you're full of so many resources to be able to, or I'm full of so many resources for me to be able to sell your house, not only just to get the house sold, but to help you with that transition. I mean, that's huge. I think that's a huge win. Huge win. This is
So
good stuff.
how can folks get a hold of you?
Absolutely. Our website is makeyourmovenashville.com. You can reach me directly. My number is 615-289-2189. And again, we offer free consultations. So give us a call and we will help make your move the easiest move ever.
And your email address, Sarah, is?
It is Sarah@makeyourmovenashville.com.
And there's
you're-
no H on that, Sarah, right?
No, SARA.
I love that. And all Middle Tennessee.
Yes,
And
we
so-
serve the full Middle Tennessee area.
Love that. Love
And just
that.
What a great asset. I'm really glad that we made the connection, and so hopefully people will take advantage of this, because I'm telling you, it's going to raise your value in the eyes of the consumer, because you have something that helped relieve them of one of their greatest dreads on the planet. and
Hey,
that is
I
moving.
think not only is it that they can't find another house to move into, but they don't want to move
Yeah,
in general,
exactly,
right? I think that's just what it is. So, hey, you got one crossed
That's right,
off, right?
that's
So,
right, that's
again,
right.
thank you so much for joining us
Thank you,
today,
Sarah.
Sarah. Thanks, everybody, for being part. We can't wait to have you come back. You've been listening to The Talk of Music City Real Estate.